Hello, good evening. Wow, that 2 minutes goes quick, doesn't it? Good evening. It is the start of a brand new month for our monthly makes. We've got a brand new box to look at tonight. I like this box. It's a really nice, useful box that hopefully we will build on over the next few. I don't want to say because that'll give it away. Anyway, so yeah, tonight we are launching our September monthly make. We have got a new box to look at. We've got some wonderful samples from Sue. I haven't actually looked at them yet, so we'll look at them together. And then I've done a few as well. Mine are very simple, but I think it works really well with this stamp set. Hi Tracy, hi Lynn. I should say we are live over on Facebook and YouTube tonight, so fingers crossed this is all working. So if I'm a bit slower than usual, it's because I'm flitting between screens. Hopefully it's all working. So should we get looking, because it is a fantastic box and there's lots and lots of things to go through. So actually, first up I need my box, don't I? That would help us. Let me pop that on there, and let me get the right, hi Susie, the right button. See, we're getting there, slowly, slowly. What's that saying? Slowly, slowly, catch your monkey. So this box is our September box. If you were signed up to our monthly make before the 31st of August or 30th of August, I can't remember which one it is, you will have received, well, should have received your box by now. It was sent out last Tuesday to you. So let's have a look at what we've got in our box, shall we? So, oh yeah, as you can tell, my printer was running out a little bit. Hopefully yours looks a little bit better than that one. Open this one very carefully. I'm on a roll tonight. Come on, let's see what's in here. I just need to make sure that we can. There we go. Let's get this open. And then I'm just going to scoop everything up and move my box to one side. And in here, I just need to turn that the wrong way around. There we go. In your box, you should have a contents card, a discount card, a little bag of lovely sprinkles, flower sprinkles, one mini saying, one gorgeous tree, and our autumn tree builder. So let's have a look at this slowly. So let's go back to our contents. In this box you'll have your tree builder, so build your tree, your autumn tree builder additions, and your mini sayings, which is your autumn definition. I never know how to say that, autumn. Yeah, it's an odd word, isn't it? Spelled even worse, I think. Oh, thanks Lynn, love the tree. Hi Mum. Well, actually, I can make it easy for myself. See, all this new technology, it's quite scary, but we're getting there. Right, so you've got your little bag of flower sprinkles. If you've not seen these before, it's what used to be called Flower Soft. It's just a different version of it. You need a really good strong glue. I like using my glossy accents with it, but it makes beautiful trees. There's your little flower sprinkles. Let's go through these in order, shall we? We have got our lovely tree. Now, he's all in pieces. He's look like he's got some broken branches, but I don't know if you can quite see there. You have got this giant, well, it's not a giant tree, good sized tree, and then your extra branches. And what you can do with these extra branches is just fit them in so you can extend it to make a tree in the center of the page. Now, the reason I didn't just do a big tree, you know, a full tree, is because sometimes, well, actually most of my samples to be fair, I just want the tree poking on that left hand side of your card, which then leaves plenty of room for your saying on the other side. Hi Pauline. So these branches allow you then to extend your tree, to make it so you can make it central in your nice like square card. Yeah, so you can build your tree up. That's what I'm trying to say. I'll get there in the end. There we go. So that's your first stamp set. Your next stamp set, this is the autumn set. So these are your autumn leaves. You've got some lovely clouds in here, and then you've got a saying as well, which is even the simplest of moments is full of beauty. So we've got all those lovely little leaves. I'll get it right. Hi, Sean. She's got all these lovely little leaves on there. I've done different sizes of the same leaves. You've got 3 different leaves, 3 different sizes of them, because it does give you a very different look. Yeah. And then you've got your clouds and your outline for your clouds. So maybe you don't want to use your solids, you just want your outlines to get a very faint cloud on there. And again, you can see the size of those. So that's your second set. And then it's autumn, so we needed a bit of a definition, didn't we? So it's one of our usual doodle definitions. And then you've just got the definition of autumn. It's a noun, the season of the year between summer and winter, when the leaves change colour and the weather becomes colder. It's definitely, well, no, it's meant to be getting hotter actually in this case. Hi, Sue. So it's definitely meant to be getting hotter over the next few days. So that's what you get in your kit. You get your autumn, sorry, you get your flower sprinkles, you get your autumn, you get your autumn additions, and then you get your lovely little tree. I do like this tree. It can be, it could be a spooky tree, it could be a lovely spring tree. I can see I was using this one a lot. Then got your little contents card, and then you should have your discount card. Now you'll have noticed that the words are the wrong way around. So the word is the code, and the month is obviously the month we're in now. They got stuck on the wrong way around. Whoops. So there you go. Quick flick through, and then we'll get onto some samples. We've got some flower sprinkles, definitions, autumn builder, and our lovely little tree. Again, I think that one's going to be used quite a lot, with or without its autumn additions. So let's put them to one side, and then we're going to go through Mum's samples first. Like I said, I've not seen these yet. I'm literally pulling them out of the bag as we go. So I'm going to start off with the ones that she used her flower sprinkles on. So first up, I love this one. You've got a lovely almost like sunset in the background. You've got your tree stamped with your flower sprinkles. And if you notice as well, I don't know if you can quite see that in the background. Oh yeah, you can. She stamped some of the little branches. So she stamped, where did I put it? Let me come back. So she stamped this one in the corner, and then these ones around the edge, just to create that beautiful, beautiful border on there. So that's our first one. It is gorgeous, isn't it, Lynn? It is a beautiful, beautiful card there she's done. Right, next up. Again, I'm always running out of space on my desk, aren't I? So next up, we've got another one. These are all Mum's. I'll tell you when we come on to mine in a minute. Beautiful background on here. Very faintly, I don't know if they're quite coming across. Not quite. She has put the cloud in the background. She popped it on the sentiment as well. So we've got our tree stamped, and then we've got, she's used her flower sprinkles over the top on there. Hers are a slightly different colour because she used some she already had open. Well, to be fair, it was a nudge and she remembered she had them. So that one is just beautiful. And then she's got your autumn definition on there as well. Lovely, isn't it? Right, next up, it's like a box of tricks, this one, I tell you, or a bag of tricks even. So another one from Mum. Beautiful autumnal colours, great inspiration, these ones. So we've got a beautiful tree stamped. We've got that lovely clump of leaves, I think that's the word I'm looking for. So these ones here, stamped around it. Got our autumn, and can you see as well on the base there, she's used that lovely little leaf stamp in the background. So great for building up your backgrounds. Yeah, hi Noala. And then we've got our lovely branches, and then she's just used those leaves again on there. Such a lovely, lovely card. But you can see how beautiful it fits on that left hand side of your page. Yeah, card even. I'll get my words right. Now this one, I do like this one. Like again, beautiful autumnal colours. This, I've got to admit, this is probably, and I know she's on she's watching, probably right up Sue's alley. She really loves these kind of autumnal earthy tones. So for her, this set is probably one of her favourites. Tracy's already been making, that's brilliant to hear. Oh, we've gone blurry. I think we're okay now. Let me just bring that one back in. I think we're back. Yeah, we're back. Right, so on this one you can see what she's done. She's used the tree at the top and the tree at the bottom. I love how it looks like roots. We're going to have to do some playing with that one, haven't we? Yeah. Got that lovely autumnal saying again with the little bits of the branches. I'm getting my trees and branches mixed up now. Lovely bits of branches in the background. Just lovely. Definitely need to do a bit of playing with our tree and roots on that one. I've got a bit of an idea there, but I need a big card. I've not cut big cards this night. Might have to be next week's. So next up, look at this one. Now, you know what Mum's like with her recycling. These will be bits off her fruit punnets. This little netting. I bet it is. You'll have to tell me if I'm wrong. But beautiful again. So you've got all these little leaves. She's been fussy cutting because you know she does enjoy that. Let me just move them to one side. I can see them about to fall off. Yep, so she's done some fussy cutting on this one. We've got that autumn. I can never say it. Definition across the middle. I'll just call it the definition from now on. And then we've got those lovely leaves again, just in there. Look like they've been caught. Yeah, beautiful, isn't it? Next up, she's gone to town, I tell you, this month. Ooh, I can't get them all out. Ooh, I like this one, but I like the next one even better. Look at this one. So she's cut some little squares, literally distress ink on the background there. Stamped your tree. It's a really simple idea to do this one, but I do like it. So we've just got our tree stamped in the background. We've got the clouds in there with the blue. Lovely, lovely one. Love how you've got the branches coming through on the background on that one as well. Really, it is off Fruit Packet. See, I was right. It's really pretty, isn't it? Right, next one. I really like this one. So let me grab this one. Nearly at the end of these ones. Look at that. How cute is that? There's little flower, little leaves in there. That's just using the middle size leaf. I'm pretty sure it's the middle size one she's done there. Oh no, it's a small one. She's used a teeny tiny maple leaf. So this one here to do this one with. It is really, really cute, this one. It looks like a 5-inch card. So we've got some clouds in the background. We've got a lovely textured card as well, which I think adds to it. And then we've just got our leaves stamped in those beautiful autumnal colours. And again, we've got our saying down here at the bottom. Really beautiful, isn't it? Fantastic fantastic card, that one. I think this might be... It is. This is the last one of Mum's. And it's a beaut. It really is. I would never have thought of doing that, but I might have to just nick that idea. Check that out. Wonderful, isn't it? So what she's done there is she has used the flowers. So she started at the big one and gone to the smaller one and then gone to the smallest, and she's done it with all the different flowers, all the different leaves, sorry, and then just randomly stamped them in the background. Really cool idea. Really liking that one. Hi Alison. It's got some really beautiful different. Might have to borrow that idea as well, Mum. Sorry. Right, so those are Mum's samples. Beautiful ones. I've got a bit of a dud one, which I want to show you, but I don't really want to show you either. So, I will. Right, so we'll start off with this one. Mine are very simplistic because I think this stamp set just cries out simple crafting. Yeah. So first up, I've got my autumn in the background. Really easy background to do. Could do this with any of our definition ones. Really, really simple. Then we've got our tree. I've done a little bit of highlighting on our tree. It's really strange, isn't it? I've stamped mine mainly in black and Mum's done hers mainly in brown. How odd. And then I've used a variety of leaves in here with my Distress inks, I think this one was, just to build up that lovely tree top. Yeah. So you can see it all just starts to work together really nicely. Let me just check this one. There we go. So, stamped the tree, stamped it with different ones. I've actually, I don't know whether you can quite see in the background, oh you can. I've just, using my charcoal pencil, put some lines around to make it look like it's blocks. Yep, so that's that one. Oops, stay. It nearly fell off the pile at me. Oh, which order do I do these in? This one, I think. So, next up, now I keep going on about it's build a tree. Well, there you go. Really simple one. I didn't want to overcomplicate this one at all. So, literally, I've stamped half my tree. So, stamp my tree. And then I've used the extra branches to make it into a whole tree. Yeah. I've got some brush in the background. I think it's gamboge and light brown. Beautiful combination for an autumn tree. And then I've just doodled the floor in and just popped a little bit of green in, because you don't want a floating tree, really, do you? I keep putting my little bits in at the bottom, and then I've just popped the sentiment on there. But really simple one, but I think it's quite effective. So don't just think you've got to have it on the left hand side of your card. You can have it as a nice big focal in the middle. And then I'm thinking if we do that and then we put it again at the top, we'll have a nice tree with roots. See? Love it when we get different ideas with things. Right, I'm going to show you my dud next, because it's not really worked how I wanted it to work, but hopefully it'll inspire you to create something a little bit better. So I've got a background with my clouds in there. I stamped my trees this time in brown. That might be my problem. I stamped my trees in brown. Yeah, so I've got my sky, I've got my trees, which I've extended using my little extendo branches. That's what they can be called, aren't they? And then I have just used my flower sprinkles. Now again, I've used glossy accents to attach mine because you want a really good, strong adhesive there. And don't worry if you haven't used flower sprinkles before, we will show you how to use them over the next month. You've got all that to look forward to as well. There we go. So that was my dog's dinner one. Not too keen on that one, but get in there. Oh, which one do I show you next? This one, I think. Another one here. You can see I've just extendoed my tree again. That's the new term for it. We're extendoing our tree. So I've stamped my tree. I've then put my extra branches in. So this one and this one are my extra ones. Where's my stamp on? So you can see what I'm babbling on about. I do like to babble, don't I? Yeah, so there's my tree. You can see it comes down here, and then I've used, looks like that one and that one to extendo it. Really simple to do. I know, Lynn, it was one of those things when I started stamping with the tree, it's like, I know exactly what we need for this box. We need some flower sprinkles, because it just works. It does. And it was a real blast from the past. So all I've done then is I've stamped my tree again and just taken, it's actually a 2.5 inch circle, my circle punch, and then just put one of the leaves in the corners, because I wanted all my colour to be on this little pop out. Yep, so we've got that one, just done a bit of a shadow on there, and then lined up my tree. Not bad lining up that for me. Quite proud of myself there. So literally just a spotlight of colour, and then we've got these, just, I think they were 2nd, 3rd and 4th generation stamps, those ones around the edge. And can you see I just nicked the little autumn off me definition stamp. Right, second to last. I think this one is my favourite I've done out of my samples. So you saw me do something similar the other day where we had my Distress Oxides in the background. I removed a moon using water, then did a bit of splashing because obviously we want a bit of stars in there. Oh, glad you liked it, Lynn. And then literally all I have done, it's got to be one of the simplest cards to do, just stamp my tree bits coming in, making sure I didn't get any tailors, apart from I have in a few places, but we can soon sort that out. So just stamp the tops of my branches, yeah, and then I've got 2nd generation in there as well. And then I've just got a few of my little leaves. So you can see, I could have gone to town, I could have spent longer on it, but actually sometimes it's more the idea, and then I can build on it next time. You can see where I've gone wrong around the edges. But the nice thing is you've got such a trunk on that tree, you can go over and you just put branches. You know, if you catch bits or you get inky pinky marks on it, you just move the tree around to fill it in, really. So 1st and 2nd generation stamped on there. Got a few of the little tiny little set of leaves, and then I've just popped my saying on there and matted it up in white and black, and I think it does just jump out, doesn't it? It really does. Oh, thank you all. So there's that one, and then finally my last one. I told you I've gone really simple on mine this time. Just a really, really simple one. So I've stamped my tree, I've extendoed it. That is the new word for it. You'll sit there now when you're stamping your tree. I'm going to extendo this. Yeah. So, literally, you're going to stamp your tree, you're going to extendo it. And then, I guess it's funny for me because that's one of Little Bear's word, one of the words Bear uses quite a lot. And then on here we've also got our lovely, I've used Distress Oxides, and I've used that bigger leaf, maple leaf, and then just the smaller ones to come away from it. And then obviously I've got my definition stamp just there at the bottom. Yeah, so that is our samples. I will do a quick run through again of them, but before we do that, let's recap what you should have got in your box. If you're missing anything, do let me know. I did have some helpers this month. I obviously need to do some better training. Some flower sprinkles. You should have your discount code. The word is the code, not the month. You've got your contents card, and then you get your definition, you get your lovely autumn editions, and then you get your tree as well, your tree builder. So that's what came in your box. And I'll just do a quick flick back through these cards. Really, really simple ones to use. Okay, let me go back so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Oh, thank you, Tracy. Yeah, it is a good box, isn't it? It is, Susie. I've got to admit, I do like this box. I think for me it's that about simple crafting. Very simple. We're just going to throw our colours down. We get to play with some fantastic autumn colours this month. But again, you could use it for your spring colours. So there's nothing wrong with that one. Sprinkling some greens in the background, and you would have a beautiful spring card as well. Like I said though in the newsletter, this is the start of a new collection. Is that the right word? There'll be more seasons to follow. I think that's the one. Yep, do love that idea. I'm thinking spiral it even more. Oop. There you go. So sweet, that one. There we go. And we've got our fruit netting. You're never going to look at a punnet of plums the same, are you? That would be a lovely idea. Noella, you've 4 different seasons, 4 different trees. That's kind of where we're going to get to eventually with them all. Do like this idea, and I do think we will play a bit with a tree and roots one week. Not tonight, I'm going for simples tonight. Loving the colours on these. And then these are Mum's flower sprinkles ones. So, hopefully you've liked them. I think you have. I've had lots of good comments about this month's make. So, should we make something? That rhymed, didn't it? Should we make something? I'm going to probably do something really, really simple, because this is a really, really simple set to use. So I think I've got some 5x7s here that I've got cut, so that's what we're going to use tonight, which is why I don't think we might extend our tree. So I did. I had a panic then. I haven't got any of the big blocks on my desk, but I did. I left the tree on a big block. Yay! You know when you have that moment, it's like, oh, did I put a block in that one? I did. Not like me at all to be organised. Oh no, it's unorganised leaving it on the block, isn't it? Never mind. Right, so we've got our tree. Apologies, I am going to stamp it in black because I do love it just stamped in black. That beautiful it's just striking, isn't it? It's just that lovely silhouette you get. So I'm just going to use my ink. going to try and pop it in the centre of my card. So always remember, turn your work. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to cheat. I said I'd do one thing and then I'm going to do something else. I think as well, by stamping in black, you can always, if you don't quite get your branches met up, is that the right word I'm looking for? You can always go in with your gel pen, can't you, and just extend them a bit. So we've done that one. Turn it around. I am going to wipe my desk as we go, otherwise I end up with inky pinkies everywhere. I am trying to be good. There we go. Just got rid of half a tree off my desk. We just turned it round again. So now what I want to do is line up my tree. So you can see, to get it, I'd need a much bigger card. So instead what I'm going to do is just grab a little bit of, I've just used the backing acetate off here, and I'm just going to drop that down. What I'm trying to line up is this curve here with that bit on my tree. Bearing in mind I've not done this, but I think it'll work. There you go. Pop it down. Nothing like trying something new, is there? There we go. That should be okay. Not looking great at the moment, but we will recover. That quick. I could grab my... Ooh, I've just got that everywhere now. Let me tidy up. I know, not like me to want to tidy up. There we go. So it's looking a bit disjointed at the moment, but it won't. It won't. We will fix it. So let me find my other arms and legs. Here they are. My extendo bits. So then now I'm looking for a block. There we go. Get this one inked up. If it ends up looking like a dog's dinner, this was our practice piece. So I'm going to just add a little branch. I might do it a little bit lower down, somewhere about there. There we go. And then this way, if I turn him round, look at that, I've just left a bit of a mark there. I'm probably going to use that one there. Actually, I didn't want to ink that one up, did I? Maybe I did. What I'm not liking is that little straight bit there. So let me grab my acetate back. I'm faffing, I know I'm faffing, but we'll get there. Like I said, this is the first time of doing an extendo tree with roots. There's that one, and then we're going to use, it was the long thin one, wasn't it? Put this one back down on here. There we go. You've all gone very quiet all of a sudden. That one. I am again going to use my acetate. And I'll just turn this around a little bit. Very conscious I don't want to get too many inky pinkies where they shouldn't be. And then we're just going to drop this one, just lining it up on the edge. There we go. I just need to fill his roots in. Oh, I've completely forgotten about the top of our tree there. It could could be a reflection as well. That's a good idea, Mum. I quite like that one. Oh, imagine this as, like you say, a reflection with the relax. Oh, the relaxed sun. That'd look really nice, wouldn't it? I'm going to take that one off. Put that one down there. Then I'm going to use my Little again. Got myself covered in black ink. Just pop that there and clean up my stamp base. Look at the state to me, that's filthy. Because I'm not wiping my acetate down. So you can see here I've got a bit of a gap, so we're just going to come along with this long leg and plonk that in there. Yep. I'm going to take that one off. And now we're going to sort out, it's a bit of a bald tree at the moment, isn't it? So we've got our roots with an extra bit there, we'll sort that out in a second. He's a bit bald, the poor thing. Oops, wrong way. Get him inked up. What we might do is pop that one there. We might get the longer one in as well. I'm just going to come and plonk that one right in here. I've just got black ink on my thumb, excuse me. Oh, that sounds lovely, Tracy. We now know to say extendo though every time we're extendoing the tree. Like the special extendo tree. It might actually change its name to the extendo tree, to be fair. Let's just have my long one. Yeah, and then you won't have to faff like I have. That is a really good idea, Tracy. And then we've just got our lovely long branch. Hopefully I inked that up alright. I didn't quite. I'm going to pop that there because I don't actually know if I want the whole of the tree branch or not. Oh, I do. I want most of it anyway. Put that bit there. Thank you very much. Just go like that. There we go. And let's lift you off. So we've got a bit of a weird looking tree going on because no trees are perfect, are they? And we've got some roots or reflection. You can see you don't have to just have a one-sided tree is what I'm trying to say. Right, I'm going to grab my heat gun. Just being careful because I have got black ink everywhere, so I'm just going to quickly blast this. Normally what I would do is sprinkle my brush out first and then stamp over the top of it, but because I had no idea how this was going to work or whether it was going to go to dog's dinner at any point, I stamped it first so I know where to put my splatterage of my bushel. And so I want to make sure my VersaFine is nice and dry, so that when I put my brush on it doesn't make it bleed or anything. Because we know VersaFine Claire takes a while for it to dry. Still need to go back and just sort that bit out, but we'll do that in a moment. Do like them roots. Sounds odd, doesn't it? Oh, I do like your roots. It's a tree, we're alright. Let me just wipe that acetate as well. Right. Don't think I've got anything else I can make myself messy with now. I am a mucky pup tonight. What's new? Quite normal for me, that, isn't it? Right, so I should have some brush show around. No, I don't. How rude. got my gamboge, that's the main one. So I'm going to go for dark brown and a little bit of gamboge, because gamboge is always on my desk, isn't it? So we're just going to, you can tell this isn't one I use very often, just do very gentle. I said very gentle and nothing's coming out. There we go, it's decided to now. Got that bit there. So that was dark brown, and I'm just going to add, because I have to, it's like the rules. Oops. A teeny tiny bit of gamboge, because gamboge is actually quite an autumnal colour, isn't it, to use. Just going to pop that there. Then we'll sort out its bottom in a minute. I'm just going to hold that down, give it a quick spritz. I'm just going to add, can you see where I've over spritzed it in the middle? We can recover. I'm just going to pop my finger back on there and just going to do a little bit there. There we go, perfect. Right, don't want to do any more with that. Let's wipe the table. I'm just going to set that bit, or heat that bit, dry that bit. Oh, excuse me. I had a frog in my throat. I must really wet that centre bit. There you go. You can see it on the back where I've wet it loads. Nearly dry. And what I love about Brusho as well, you get this little splattering from it. Yes, it looks like the leaves are starting to fall, or the blossoms starting to fall. Yeah. And then now we need to do around its bottom. So actually I'm going to cheat. I want to keep it the browns. I can't get my pin out of this brown at all. Maybe we won't do brown. Oh, we will. There we go. Because I want it to look completely different to the top. I don't want to have this splattery bits up at the top. The Brusho sprinkle at the top. I'm going to pop some water on my desk, and then I'm just going to do a really really gentle wash. There we go, I think that looks okay, doesn't it? Let me just wash out my brush. I've still not washed out that red one from the other day. There we go. And then we are just... Oh, hello Nicola over on YouTube. It doesn't auto update over there, I must remember. So hello. Oh, thank you. Thanks Noella. We're over on YouTube as well. We're live on YouTube. It's wonders of modern technology. It's a wonder I can cope with the two. So I'm just going to dry that off, and then we're going to get our doodle pen out. It's really strange actually, I've never seen that before, but if you notice where the... I don't want to know what I've just thrown on the floor. Where I've taken the water and the brush out over the VersaFine clay, it's actually taken some of the crispness of the black out. Learn something new, don't you? Let's experiment with that. So now I've got my knobbly bit on my tree that I'm not happy about. So first up, let's get some ground in here, because at the moment I'm a bit concerned I've got a floating tree You know me, I don't like floating trees. There might be nothing wrong with a floating tree, but there we go. So we've got our ground level back in, and here where I didn't quite line it up, I didn't bring my acetate down enough, did I? That's all it was. He's now got a bit of a knot in him. There you go. He's a very unique little tree, and here I'm going to be really picky now. Here I didn't quite join him up enough, so I've just put my black pen on there as well. There we go. Not bad for a let's see how this works moment. Oh, there we go, Noala. Perfect, that one. She says it wouldn't be as dark underground, would it? No, you're right there. It does look quite cool. Right, so sentiment. I think what I'm going to do is I actually quite like just the idea of using autumn. So got some scrappy acetate again. Got a smaller piece. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Oh, it's actually the one that came off it. So all I'm going to do is I want the autumn. Just the word autumn. Nothing more, nothing less. So I'm just going to make sure my acetate is clean. Normally, is it? And then I'm going to work out where I want my autumn. I actually think just that above my line there. So I'm going to ink up. What I'm going to do is try and just ink up my autumn. I'm being lazy here. What I should do is make sure my stamp's nice and clean, then just ink up the autumn bit of it, or mask off the other part of my stamp and then add my ink. But bear in mind that your stamps are sticky. You can just grab your little pieces of acetate, pop them down there. So I've got a piece, so it's taking off that way, and I've just got my other one. This is actually the carrier sheets from the definition word. And then this one, sorry, I'm going to have to get it right, get my head right in there. Pop that one down there as well. You could use your post-it notes, but yes, tape clings to itself, doesn't it? There we go. Make sure they don't drop off. Be careful where you're holding it though. You don't want to knock it at the last minute, do you? Paper's curling. How rude. Stop it. I'm just going to pop our little autumn down here. It's confusing me because I've got a line on my stamp and then I've got a line on me. My line for my ground. I had too many lines in one place. There we go. Let's lift that up. Ooh. Didn't stamp that very well, did I? But to be fair, it's kind of in keeping, isn't it? A bit rustic. I did think at the last minute I hadn't stamped ink that up very well. There we go. Black gel pen to the rescue, always the way. There we go. That'll do. So, let's have a look. I don't think it needs anything else, does it? I could be really picky and go and get my white gel pen out and just start with that, but I think it does work, doesn't it? So we've got our roots and we've got our lovely tree extended, our extendo tree. I'm going to have to say that now every time we use it. So, there you go. You've got, like I said, you've got the tree stamped, and then we've just added on our extra branches, and then we've done, literally, we've done the same for the bottom. And where I overlapped it and didn't quite mask it enough, I've just gone over it with my black gel pen. And at the bottom here, just to hide that solid line, we've just stamped our extra branches in there for our extra roots. It looks quite cool, but it would make a really nice reflection, wouldn't it, as well? It does look quite good, that. Right, I have got one more cut out, so should we do another really quick one? That's the thing with this stamp set, it is a really quick one to use. I'm just going to pop that one over there. I'm going to go this way this time. It's another 5x7, I'm afraid. I had them pre-cut already. So let me grab my tree again, because this time I do want to stamp my tree first, because I want to add some leaves to it. So again, I'm going to go really clean and crisp. I know it's not my usual style, but we're doing clean and crisp. I do like it for this. Right. Oh, come on, ink. You do want to open up. I'm just going to ink up this tree again. We're going to be seeing a lot of trees this month, I think. Now I'm just going to stamp it on this side here. Bring it down a little bit. There we go. Make sure you give it a real good press all over. Come on. There we go. So he's done with now. I don't need any extendo branches on this one. Oops, got it all sliding everywhere today. So these are really, really quick to do. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab one of the leaves and then just start building. Let me move that one out of the way. And let me grab my stamp set. Oh, hang on, I've lost one in transit. There we go. And oh look, I've even got my little one. So I'm going to grab, I do like these ones. You know, the cluster leaves. I think they look really, really effective. Yeah. Right, so I'm going to go for, I did actually pull out some colours before. So I have got, ooh, decision time. I'm going to go for that pile, I think. So these are just some of the my go-to colours for the like autumn shades. So I've got crushed olive, wild honey and rusty hinge, or as it gets called, crusty hinge, don't know why. So what I'm going to do is start off with my crushed olive, and then you've seen me do this loads of times. We're just going to build it up really easy. I'm just going to grab this one, and then I'm just going to give it leaves. Doesn't matter if they stamp beautifully or not, because we're going to stamp that many of them. People won't be looking. Just be careful when you are stamping that you don't get it on your thumbs and your fingers and things like that, because then you end up with inky pinkies that you've got to cover up. The best thing is you pop a leaf on it, don't you, because it's a falling leaf. There you go. I'll probably do another one over here. Oops, didn't ink that up at all. I was that busy looking where my leaf was going. I hadn't inked him up. Right, so we've got our crushed olive. I'm going to go to my wild honey next. So we've got our green leaves turn into our orange leaves. Turn into our rusty hinge that falls off the tree. Just keep building it. Could do this all night, just sit and keep putting leaves on trees, you know. Great fun. Just pop them in. They don't have to be at the end of the branches. Ooh, Got a little tiddler here. He's crying out for one though, isn't he? Oh, nowhere near. Never mind. I've got an inked up leaf and nowhere to put in. There we go. We can go there. And then I'm going to grab my rusty hinge. And we'll just start popping these on. So there's a branch. If you want it, at this point, if you wanted it to be really crisp, you could go for something like one of your Versafines or one of your Mementos that are going to give you that really nice clean, crisp stamping. Yep. But I quite like the mottled effects you get using your inks. I'm not even inking it up properly. Ink, girl, ink. There you go. It's always better if you actually add ink to your stamp first. There we go. So pop that one there. I think that's enough, isn't it? Let's just wipe my stamp off. And then, actually I'm going to keep that on there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab a little piece of, oh, I just realised how dark it's gone all of a sudden. Why, I've not been sat looking at the window. Scrappy piece of card. And then I'm just going to go back to my wild honey. And we're just going to pop a little bit on here. Just enough to cover our sentiment, nothing too much. There you go. So you can quite see I have put a very light coating on there. And then I might actually stay with our wild honey because that'll be nice in the background, won't it? Just ever so gently. Just add a few little that should be enough, shouldn't it? And we just need our saying. It's not going to fit on that one, is it? There we go. Ooh, excuse me. I've seen it dark out. I turn into a pumpkin, you know, when it goes dark. I think it's better than other things. Oh, I have to do something about this lid. I can never get it off. Right, so ink up our saying. I've not put that very well on my stamp base, so this is going to be an interesting one to stamp. There we go. I'm going to pop it there, I think. There's my saying. Could have done with just stamping a little bit further, but it'll do. I'm in Mrs. Picky mode tonight, aren't I? I don't mean to be honest. You know what I've lost, don't you? Where's my... Oh, there he is. Hang on a second. Run away from my desk. Oh. There we go, he's back. And I'll tell you what would look really nice as well. So while I'm up, let me see if I can find, there we go, a little bit of craft card as well. So, there we go, right. Let's pop that one back in there. I'm just going to trim this down. I'm not leaving a very big border around it because if you noticed I stamped it quite close on that side. part of me wants to trim it a bit more, but no, we'll leave it there. Then I've got this lovely scrap of craft card. I love these little bits, you know, when you're trimming down your cards and things. They do come in handy. Get some that are just perfect sentiment size. Now that's cut like a dog's hind leg, I think. No, it's not. It's just me. Nope, didn't take enough off. I'll get there. There we go. Oops, never mind, there we go. That'll do. Pop that there. Let's move the little chopper away. Gonna glue it down. Ooh. It's ever since I've seen it's dark out. Yay, volcano glue. There we go. And what I think I'll do... Ooh, it just cut out there for a second, I think. I'm going to pop that there. And then that's going to go on there like so. But I had a horrible feeling then that I had used the wrong piece of card. What I think I'd do is I'd map that onto my craft card as well. That is going to go down there. And if you can put it with my dulcet tones for 5 more minutes, well, maybe 2, depending how quick I do it. I think it just needs, you know how I was saying on, I think it was Sunday, wasn't it, about how some sentiments leave perfect spaces for little like extra embellishments or extra bits. This is one of those sayings. So I've got a lovely wild honey little stamp. I'm going to put that back before I lose him. I need to be off to a good start, don't I? Making sure I don't lose my stamps from the very beginning. It always becomes interesting towards the end of the month, doesn't it? How many stamps I'll find when we come to do this. You'd think I'd learn to put them away. Oops. I'm trying to cut this a bit too quickly, but you could fussy cut it out very beautifully, like Sue did on some of our samples. Oops, I've just taken that one's nose off. I've got a crunkled leaf. They don't all come down perfect, do they, when it's autumn? That's my excuse anyway. I'll just pop. Maybe I should have gone with the green. But let me make some space. There we go. So we've got that one. Again, I think I will pop that onto some craft card, but I haven't got a clue where it is. So I'd have to have a look. Oh, it's the other way. And then that's the other one we've done tonight. So we've done 2 really, really quickly, haven't we? We've done our tree and extendoed it using our branches. Really easy to do. Sprinkled a bit of brush out, obviously gamboge in there and dark brown, and then just giving it some mud. But like I think it was Sue and Noelle said that would make great reflections. And then this one, just really simple. Stamped it and then stamped loads of leaves. But I think you'll agree it is quite effective. Yep. So I think that's it from tonight. Let me roll back over here and see if I can get this working right. Oh, thank you very much. Let me see, let me go down here. Too many buttons. So there we go. Our launch of our September monthly make. I've got a really bright light shining at me there, haven't I? So I hope you've enjoyed the box. I hope you've been inspired. There are some gorgeous samples. Clary's going to have a tough time putting them on Facebook, and hopefully I will be getting them onto our website as well over the next few weeks. Oh, thank you all. And also we've streamed again live to YouTube as well, so if you're ever stuck here on Facebook or Facebook's playing up, we will be on YouTube as well at the same time. So if we're streaming here, we'll be streaming over on YouTube, or if we're streaming on YouTube, we'll be here as well. Works both ways. So yeah, I think that's it for tonight. I do need to remind you, we are having to change the nights that we do our lives. So Monday is actually going to stay at 7 o'clock on a Monday, but our second live of the week is going to have to move to a Wednesday at 8 o'clock. So hopefully I will see you again on Wednesday at 8. We will put a reminder up. Well, thank you all again for your comments. Hope you've been inspired to use this box. I really can't wait to see what you get up to with September's monthly make. So thank you for watching. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you all again very soon.